Yes, Rohan, you may start.
Eating is a necessity. Cooking is an art. Welcome to 448th chapter meeting of Toastmaster Club of Pune Northwest. I am Toastmaster Rohan, your sergeant arm for today's meeting. I am sales manager by profession, and my hobbies are traveling and reading. Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest provides supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skill, resulting into better self-confidence and personal growth. Now let me explain you the basic rules of today's meeting. Please switch off your mobile phones or turn down in the silent mode. Please mute your microphones whenever you are not speaking. Please do not share your screen unless instructed by Toastmaster of the day. Please keep your videos on until you are facing any bandwidth issues. The correct protocol to begin the speaking, before beginning the speaker, the correct protocol is to greet good morning, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guest. With this, I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Tulsi for the presiding address.
Toastmaster Tulsi, the voice is bit low. It is still low, very low.
Now,
Yeah, now it's
Please go ahead, Mr. Tulsi. You are audible.
okay. Good morning, everyone. Let's begin this meeting. I am presiding officer for today's meeting. And with guest introduction, I would like to start the meeting. I can see a guest, Sanchita, is there. Sanchita, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Please introduce yourself by saying your name, profession, and hobbies.
Good morning, everybody. I am Sanchita. I am a software professional. My hobbies include reading, traveling, eating. I'm already a Toastmasters with Vadodara Toastmasters Club. And so right now we need to move in Pune and start working from office. So I'm exploring all the Toastmasters in Pune. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Sanchita. Let's begin this meeting, and I am going to talk about the theme, which is quite interesting: mindfulness in cooking. Cooking is an activity that is intertwined with our daily lives. It is an incredible experience, whether it's trying out a new recipe or cooking a meal for your loved ones or whipping up new quick snacks for ourselves. Mindfulness in cooking can allow us to release our stress or rejuvenate our mind. We can entirely connect ourselves. Cooking is a process which allow you to make something meaningful for your loved ones, or the cooking process which involves your and the process you are putting towards any meal, it would be satisfying for the one who is going to enjoy this meal. So what is mindfulness in cooking? I think it is a concept that emphasizes on the significance of paying attention to the task which is presently available at that moment, rather than haphazardly running towards any kind of process. So I think, like yoga and meditation, cooking allow you to think properly, or think at the moment with what you are doing, or switching off your mind and create a beautiful recipe so that everyone can enjoy. In short, I would say that whenever you try cooking, be present at the moment, and and make your loved one happy. With this, I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster. Let me check if there any more guests, so that they can introduce themselves. Is there any more guest?
I see guest Akansha Sundarani. Yeah.
Yes. Hi everyone. So my name is Akanksha Rani and I also attended the Toastmaster Club last week as well. And I'm working in IBM as a business transformation consultant and my hobbies include traveling, driving and cooking. So yeah, that's it about me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I can see one more guest, Anish, is there.
Hi, good afternoon, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am, and everyone. Thanks for giving opportunity. Myself, Mohan. I just log in to my son's account. He is Anish. Myself, Mohan Ram. I working in Mahindra. So just I came to know that about Toastmasters. Just I'd like to join and introduce myself. Thank you for giving the opportunity.
Thank you, Mohan.
Yeah.
Is there any more guest?
No, as of now. You can.
Okay, so I am handing over this stage to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shreyash. Please welcome Toastmaster Shreyash.
So mindfulness in cooking. Most of us consider like mindfulness as a different thing and cooking as a different thing. Where mindfulness stands for being still, being present, know what you are doing, or just stay out of whatever thoughts you have. Whereas cooking is a very messy and chaotic environment where you have to juggle a lot of things, cut vegetables at times, uh, think, see how see if the vegetables are cooked enough or plan for while you are planning for breakfast you are also planning for lunch. You also have to plan for what will we have for lunch, and the everlasting question when your uh, son or daughter asks, mommy जेवायला काय बनवलं, or mom what are you making for food today. How many of you face this on daily basis? Can I see a raise of hands? Okay. Oh, even Chandrashekhar has raised his hand. Does someone also call him mommy? I guess. Okay. So great to know. Like we have a lot of like-minded people in our house. Before I start, I'd just open the stage for anyone. Like, what cooking means to you? Anyone from the audience? We'll take three speakers. 30 seconds each. I'll. I think I saw Mohan Ram's hand first. So Mohan Ram, what cooking means to you? Hello.
Hi, sorry. My mistake, I raised the hand. Okay. Of course, I'm not a cooking expert. So my wife is the expert. So she makes my meal is very comfortable. Okay. So me, it's a food is like everyone need, and we enjoy it whenever we have it. So food is always gives you pleasure and something different feelings whenever you have had a new recipe or new something. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Yeah. Thanks. I saw. I guess Manpreet, was it you?
No, I think we have guests. Sucharita raising her hand if you want to give her a chance.
Sure.
It's
you can come.
Sanchita.
Yes, Sanchita.
Oh, sorry, Sanchita.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sanchita, you had your hand raised. Right?
Yeah. Cooking for me is an open arena for experimenting, learning, and enjoying.
Great. Good to know. And Chandrasekhar.
Yeah. So cooking is for me. When my mom does it, it is really good. When I do it, it is really bad.
Arre, arre. Okay. So where thank you guests and Toastmasters for answering. Uh, Let me begin. So how did this theme came to my mind, like mindfulness in cooking? Uh, so recently I shifted to Pune, and here I live alone, and cooking I always wanted to try. So I began cooking a lot recently, uh, starting from simple dishes like khichdi to also like complex dishes like puran poli, momos, or just you name it and I'll cook it, kind of thing. And as by cooking I realized that there are hardly few activities in our life or hobbies or whatever we do which requires all of our five senses to coordinate together. So while in cooking we need our sight, of course, to see what we are cooking. We need our sense of touch to know the texture of food we are cooking. We need smell to see if the food is at right flavor without even tasting it. Of course, taste to see if salt and everything is correct. And finally, hearing. So, hearing is a bit tough one. So, it's kind of relaxation in the entire thing. Uh, if you eat non-veg, when you fry fish on the tawa, it has a very distinctive frying sound. How many of you have experienced that? By raise of hand. Okay, yeah, Rohan. I kind of expected that you would do
See, I don't fry the fish. My wife does. So I'm very fond of seafood. So
that.
whenever she does that, I'm eagerly watch how the sound comes and how the taste is. So that's all.
Yeah,
I'm not
so
a good cooker.
fine. But yeah, like you don't do know that frying something else and frying fish has a very distinctive sound.
Right.
Yeah. So those are the kinds of things we observe in day-to-day lives when you are cooking. I don't know if you if you're a cook and you observe these things, but I guess at some point you did, and that was like an aha moment for me. So cooking for me tends to be tends to be a very mindful activity. So enough with what I have to say, and let's begin with what other people have to say. So I will quickly discuss agenda of our today's meeting. So today we have one speech, table topics round, and finally we'll have the evaluation round for the speakers. In between, we'll have the table topics where members and guests will be given an opportunity to speak. The meeting, of course, will not be handled by me single-handedly. We'll have a set of role players to help. Uh, to quickly introduce the role players, let me invite the general evaluator of today's meeting, who is Toastmaster Deep, to give a quick introduction about Toastmaster Deep. I will allow Toastmaster Deep to introduce himself. Over to you, Toastmaster Deep.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Shreyash. I'm happy to be here amongst all of you, being the general evaluator. So my name itself indicates that I'm going to be the in general evaluator for this online meeting, which we are having today. I'm pharmaceutical physician by profession, and I'm the music and meditation lover by passion. So let's see how the meeting goes on, and I also need your help to understand specifically from the guest at the end of the meeting how the meeting was. And definitely, I will be coming with the standard report from my end at the end of the meeting. Thank you very much. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deep. Toastmaster Deep is also not alone. He is accompanied by a set of role players to help him. So, uh, so timer for today's meeting is Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. Talking about Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, I don't want to talk about him. So I will directly give stage to him. Over to you, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar.
Yeah, we are actually enemies, and that is the reason he doesn't like to talk about me. But anyways, in today's meeting, I am not going to be your enemy, but I am going to be your friend. No, when we cook, except Maggie, everything requires more time to be cooked. No, not everything is a 2 minute, or not everything is a table topic thing. So to keep the track of the time, I will be alerting all of the speakers and role players regarding the timing. As a timer for the speeches today that are going to be are 5 to 7 minute speeches. So I will be changing my background to green when the speaker reaches 5 minutes. Uh, Here is the sample. I will be changing my background to yellow when the speaker reaches 6 minutes, and I will be changing my background to red when the speaker reaches 7 minutes of the speech. For table topic, the timing would be green at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute and 30 seconds, and red at 2 minutes. And for the evaluation, the timing would be green at 2 minutes, yellow at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and red at 3 minutes. Along with this, speakers will be getting 30 seconds of a buffer time to wrap up their speech. After that 30 seconds is over, I will be showing the buzzer card. I hope nobody else wants to hear the city of the cooker in today's meeting. With that, I would like to give control back to the Toastmaster of the day. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, for incorporating theme into actually your role. So that's plus one from my end. No one has done this before for me before. Thank you so much. So then we have the R counter for today's meeting. That is Toastmaster. Toastmaster Tulsi. Tulsi is banker profession. She also practices yoga, art, and craft. So I will invite Toastmaster Tulsi to share more about her. Over to you, Toastmaster Tulsi.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. I am Tulsi and playing our counter role for today's meeting. As an R counter, I will be counting R sound, sounds, or the clutch words, or if we take any kind of pauses during our presentation or during the speeches, I will be observing and making a note of everything. And at the end of the meeting, I will present my report with all these observations which we have done throughout the meeting. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tulsi, for introducing about your role. Then we have grammarian of the day who will help us to become a more better speaker by sharing some aspects of grammar. So today the role of grammarian is played by Toastmaster Manpreet Kaur, who is a marketing specialist and who loves to try out new things. So let's see what Manpreet has for us. Toastmaster Manpreet has for us. Over to you, Toastmaster Manpreet.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Toastmaster of the day, presiding officer, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. So very good morning to everyone. I am Toastmaster Manpreet, the language evaluator for the day. And as a part of my role, it is my duty to give you the good as well as the not so good usage of English language that will be used by the speakers and the guests today. I'll make a note of it and provide you with the correct usage or their meanings at the end of the meeting today. But alongside, it is also my duty to give you the word of the day and the phrase of the day. So just to tell you what the word of the day is, it is acquaintance, which means a slight knowledge of somebody or something. But it also means a person that you know, but who is not a very close friend. To state an example for both of these meanings, I would like to say that number one, they had little or no acquaintance with philosophy or history. So that's the usage of the word when it means when you have slight knowledge of something. But to the other meaning, wherein it talks about a person that you know but is not a good friend, an example for that could be the proprietor was an old acquaintance of his. Is there anybody in the audience who would like to try word of the day in a sentence? Yes, Sanchita.
Toastmasters is the best way to get acquainted with new people.
Perfect. Thank you. So, if you noticed, guest actually used the word acquaintance in a different form. So she used it as a verb, if I'm not wrong. So that was a good usage. Yes, Sanchita, thank you for that. Now coming to the phrase of the day. The phrase of the day is two peas in a pod, which means two identical items or people. An example for the same could be when I was growing up, my best friend and I were like two peas in a pod. So is there anybody in the audience who would like to give it a try and use the phrase of the day in a sentence? I see our Toastmaster of the day smiling. It seems like he recalled something. Toastmaster Shreyash, do you want to give it a try and use the phrase of the day in a sentence?
Uh, yeah, actually, like cookies in a pot feels odd to me because I would be really mad at the vegetable vendor for giving me just two peas in a pot. Okay, so for using the phrase of the day, I would go like whenever I go to a new meeting in a Toastmasters club, if I see someone who is like a two peas in a pod for me, I often visit that club more. So over to you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Toastmaster Shreyash. I think that is all of us attending every single Toastmaster meeting, looking for another pea in the pod, just like us. So thank you for that usage, Toastmaster Shreyash. I encourage everybody who comes up on the stage to use both the word of the day and the phrase of the day as often as they can. I will make a note of it and come back to applaud you by the end of this meeting. I would encourage the audience to show a thumbs up whenever anybody uses the word of the day or the phrase of the day. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mansi. You've done with the role. So the agenda of today's meeting is done. What is my personal agenda for this meeting? That I want you all to get acquainted to cooking, to get the joy of cooking in your life. Um, so, so how many of you will be like ready after the meeting for trying out something new? Like today is Sunday already, and as long as you are not annoying your other half by the mess you cause in kitchen, um, I guess you should at least try one day in a week. Try to cook and see like how you may not know that how much joy you found. So with that, I will call the speaker of the day. Before that, I will call her evaluator, Toastmaster, Toastmaster Rohan, to read out the speak objectives for Toastmaster project.
Good morning, presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, and fellow Toastmaster. My target speaker, Toastmaster Swati, her project it is icebreaker speech titled "Can't Chill." Pathway is dynamic leadership. So best of luck, Toastmaster Swati. Over to you.
What is the project? Do you have a project?
It's an icebreaker speech.
Okay, icebreaker. Thank you. Timer, please note it is an icebreaker speech for 4 to 6 minutes. Okay, so I invite Toastmaster Swati, who is a tech analyst and who has hobbies of singing and dancing. So Toastmaster Swati, can't chill, Toastmaster Swati. Over to you.
Can we have an audio video check for her? I don't see her
Yes, I have
spotlight.
requested her to turn on the video.
Hi, Toastmaster Swati. Can you hear us?
Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, can no one reach out to her through call?
Yeah, I'll call her.
Yeah.
I think she has joined, but yeah, she is connecting through a different device, I guess.
Okay.
Toastmaster Swati, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Are you able to turn on your video as well?
Yeah, just give me a moment. Am I audible and am I visible now?
Yes. Spotlighted.
Perfect. I cannot see the timer card.
Yeah, can you see it now? I have not started transition yet.
Sure, not a problem. Yeah.
Can you see now?
Yeah, I can see the timer card now. Great.
Okay. Please go ahead. You can start.
Thank you so very much, everyone. I'm actually giving the icebreaker after a long time. So first of all, a very fantastic Sunday morning. For my speech as just chill. I'm Toastmasters Swati. I've been in Toastmaster fraternity for almost 4 years. And rest you will know once you become my friends. So firstly, why not just chill? Trouble with few things which you don't know, everything goes check happens at the end. Just like my connectivity. How many of you think it can happen? Just raise your hands. I think everybody get us. I was all ready for my speech. I turned on my desktop and I set my webcam, everything. But finally, I have to give my speech using my mobile. Why is it so? Because power cut. So things do happen sometimes wherein you feel like you need to control your anger or chill moments. That 2 minutes late while going to the school, how many of you face that? I need the hands raised up. So how many of you face that? Like 2 minutes, you are just 2 minutes late in entering the building and your PT teacher sees you and he throws you out of the school, or he asks you to take the playground runs for almost four times. How many of you have done this, or how many of you have experienced this? I hope each and every one of you have experienced this, being late to the school and having that rounds in the playground. Yeah, I'm that one category who's always a little bit late than the prior time, or who always believes in the 2 minutes buffer time but always comes 2 minutes late. Procrastinating. Procrastinating is something which is deep rooted in me, and I try not to procrastinate every time, but I do it eventually. So that's what happened. So procrastination has been a habit right from my school days. Actually, I thought of joining Toastmasters 7 years ago, but I joined 4 years ago. That's only because of procrastination. Every Sunday, I feel, okay, let's catch up, let's go to the club. But since 2 months, the office work has been so hectic that I couldn't go. But still, then, I believe like everybody needs to take that half an hour or the 20 minutes and I wish each and every one of you do that in your Toastmasters journey. Knowing each other, networking, and communication is the best thing in the Toastmasters journey. And I feel like networking can only develop only once you go to the meeting rooms or once you meet the people in and around you, or you go ahead and you collaborate with each and everyone. And for communication, I think you need to give your speeches regularly and you need to practice it, not procrastinate, or else once a pause given, it's always a pause given. So that was in the school days. In the office I was not procrastinating, but still then there are few moments wherein I feel like I shouldn't chill. How many of you have got recently some good feedback from your some good feedback from your supervisors? Good in the sense you do understand the blasting which always happens. How many of you have got it recently? Though it is not your mistake. I can't see any hands raised, but I will tell you, in Toastmasters, we always learn like the feedback should be given in the positive. Then in between, you need to give the negative. There is nothing called as negative, but there is always called as enhancement points or the improvement points in the feedback. And the same thing when you apply it to office, people say, what are you speaking? I mean, what evaluation process are you speaking about? But whatever it is, sometimes you need to chill and sometimes it's not good to chill every time, and sometimes it's need to take your things seriously. Like I have taken today and I've come up and I'm giving my speech after a long time, and I hope you all also attend the meetings regularly and give your speeches on the weekly basis to improve your communication and leadership. Take the XCOM roles and do it to your best. That's it from my end, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Let's stop the minute of silence. You can give the speaker feedback via DM or on WhatsApp.
We can go ahead, Toastmaster of the Day.
Yeah, thank you. So that's all. I think we had only one speaker today. So before we begin with the table topics round, I have a short game plan where you have to guess the name of food depending on the emojis I use. Okay. So it's like a popular WhatsApp game. I left it on WhatsApp only. But let's see how many of you
Can you speak little
Hello?
closer to my Toastmaster
Hello.
of the
Yeah.
Day?
Okay. Audible, am I
Yeah,
right?
that's
Okay. Yeah. So I'll just start with a small game for us all. So whoever comes up with the answer, they can either write in the chat or speak it out by unmuting. So these are like popular dishes which we know. I'll start with an easy one. Okay. Everyone have their chat on so that. Okay, who can guess this dish? It's a popular street food.
the screen sharing is not started yet, I think.
No, I am not sharing the screen. I've pasted in chat.
Can I guess, Toastmaster Shreyash?
Yes.
Okay.
It is
Vada pav?
batata vada something. Yeah,
Yes,
batata vada.
Yes, Manpreet, you get a point. Okay, so we have the first scorer. The first blood is drawn. So let's go with the next one. Compared to that, this is like a bit easy then if you have.
Butter chicken?
Bagre.
But
Butter
It's
naan?
a, yes, butter naan. Chandrashekhar gets it. Guys, buckle up. Okay, so let's go forward with next one. This is like a main course dish. Should I say that or not?
Main course.
Huh?
Chicken
No
chili.
hints, no hints.
No.
Chicken chili.
No. It's a veg one.
Chole masala.
No. Quite near, but not chole masala.
Chole bhature.
No.
May I please?
Yes, you can
Chole
directly.
kulcha.
Chana masala.
Chole
Chana
kulcha.
Chana masala.
masala.
Who was Chana Masala?
Toastmaster Deep. Yeah.
No, it was a lady voice.
Chana masala. I said.
Okay.
It's Tulsi. Yeah.
I said chana masala.
Don't waste your time raising your hand. Okay. So I think I need to up my game and give some. Okay, no hints this time. Okay.
This is a tough one.
Okay.
Lassi.
No.
Rasmalai.
Yes, who was the Rasmalai?
Akanksha.
Okay. Thanks, Akshay. No two scorer yet. 4 answers so far.
Papa.
Okay, who will guess this one?
Mixed veg?
No.
Mirchi.
No.
It's
Mixed
not
veg.
mixed veg.
Who was
Mixed
mixed?
veg.
Yes. Mixed veg.
Who was
Mixed
mixed?
veg. Anish.
All.
Mohan. Sorry, Mohan.
Already I had sent mixed veg, but no reaction from your side, Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, I will give it to Rohan. Mohan. I'll give it to Rohan this time.
Mohan.
Afterwards, you toss and decide. Okay, so next one. Okay, who guesses this one?
Salad. Salad.
No.
Masala papad.
Masala papad. Yeah.
Who was
Masala papad.
Akanksha.
Finger, no.
Akanksha? Okay, Akanksha, our first
not a dish.
2 point scorer. Chandrashekhar, Manpreet, Tulsi, Rohan, come on.
Damalu.
Who was
Damalu. Damn it.
it? Mohan, it was right.
Yes.
Okay, Rohan and Mohan at 1 point each. And okay, the final one. This may be like deciding factor, or we have like.
Give something easy.
No. Why easy?
What happened?
Abhishek, it was right.
Yes.
Okay, so we are done with the round, and I see Akanksha as the winner. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, so I will hand over the control to our very amazing table topics master of the day, that is Toastmaster Abhishek. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhishek.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmasters. Let me spotlight myself. Okay, good morning, everyone. So the purpose of table topic session is to give everyone the opportunity to speak during this meeting. Now, the public speaking in the sense of going on the stage, having the prepared speech is very nice. But at the same time, if you think about it, 99.99% of the conversation is impromptu. Is there any time that when you go to your friends, we are preparing what are the points we need to discuss? No, every time it is impromptu. So in this particular session, we will practice that skill of speaking impromptu itself. A topic will be given to you, and based on the topic, you have to think of a while, and after that, you have to speak. This will train us to speak during our real life event when talking to friend or giving some presentation in our office. After the speeches, there will be a voting for 1 to 2 minutes. Voting will be there. To qualify for the voting, you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. The timer card will also be shown. The timer will sequence will be something like this. Green signal will be shown at the end of 1 minute. Yellow signal will be shown at the end of 1 minute and 30 seconds, and red signal will be shown at the end of 2 minutes. However, a grace of 30 seconds will be given to you, and after that you will be disqualified. So make sure that you will speak in between 1 and 2 minutes. However, you can extend it up to 30 seconds more. Also, let me spotlight to our timer. Okay, so let us start with our table topic session. Can we have some Toastmasters at the beginning? Anyone would like to volunteer for the table topic session?
Minal ma'am, I think Minal ma'am is there. I'm not sure.
DTM Minal, would you like to nominate? Okay, seems like C is not available right now. Okay, anyone else would like to nominate? Otherwise, I will ask. Okay. Guess Sanchita has nominated herself.
Thank you.
Okay. Guess Sanchita, the topic for you is the item that you like to eat. The item that you like to eat. Guess Sanchita.
Mr. Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. The item that I like to eat is the one which motivates me the most. How it motivates me? I have been brought up in the best possible way. No forcement to go to kitchen. Why? Because I was good in studies. After joining my job, I landed in a project with 24/7 canteen. Who cooks? But within 6 months, I went out on a hotel with friends. And the next day, I had severe food poisoning. The doctor said, no eating out. You have to cook your own food. That was the time I learned cooking. The first thing I made was curd rice. The second thing which I actually cooked with switching on the gas and putting the spices was khichdi, hodgepodge. That was amazing, especially after having plain food for a few days. I started experimenting and it made it more and more interesting. My favorite food will have to be khichdi. I'm a Bengali. Khichdi has special place in our lives. Whenever we have special occasions, particularly festivals like Durga Puja, we make khichdi. And that khichdi is even more interesting. It is said it should have proper aroma. If you do not get the aroma, something is lacking. If you have to point out table topics, master, what will be my favorite dish? It has to be khichdi. You can have it in festivals, even when you are sick. You can have it with fruits, you can have it with raita, you can have it with veggies or chutney. Khichdi and khichdi. Over to you, table topics, master.
Okay, thank you so much, guest Sanchita, for the topic and the explanation. In fact, the khichdi is connected to me as well because as a bachelor during the COVID time, this is the one food that helped me to survive. So yeah, thank you so much for the topic and explanation. Can we have a next volunteer? Who would like to speak next? Okay. Now let's do one thing. So, guess Sanchita, would you like to nominate someone in the from the audience?
From the audience.
Yes.
Let me see who all are there.
Yes. You can nominate someone.
I see DTM Meenal.
DTM Minal, can you hear?
Yeah, Abhishek.
Yes. So would you like to? Okay. Would you like to go for the next topic?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Distinguished Toastmaster Minal, the topic for you is: if McDonald's was the healthy food business, what would its menu look like? If McDonald's was in a healthy food business, what would its menu look like? Distinguished Toastmaster Minal.
Okay. McDonald's is actually known for its customization because only after they entered the Indian market, they started with this aloo tikki form. And in my opinion, if it was into a healthy food business, it would be replacing aloo tikki with a soya tikki because soya has got many advantages over potato. Then, and in that aloo tikki, they won't be using any other sauce. In the soya tikki, they would be using a peanut sauce in that case. So that would be again a nutrition, the healthy food business. And instead of Coca-Cola, they would be having a fruit punch as they give as part of their the healthy menu, the happy menu. And instead of French fries, replacing the potato entirely, it would be jackfruit fries. That would also be a healthy option. So in all, this would what McDonald's would try, and then they would again put a tagline like around just stay healthy with McDonald's, or take your health quotient to the upper level with McDonald's, so and so. That's what the healthy food menu would be, in my opinion, if McDonald's were into the healthy food business. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Wow, so many interesting ideas. If anyone is interested in food and health, then we can connect with DTM Minal. Thank you so much for the amazing explanation. Okay, who would like to go next? Or DTM Minal, would you like to nominate someone?
Okay. I would like to pass the baton to Rohan.
Okay, Toastmaster Rohan. Ready for your next topic?
Yeah.
Yes. Toastmaster Rohan. Memorable failure in cooking. A memorable failure in cooking. Toastmaster Rohan.
Okay. Good morning, Toastmaster of the day, Table Topic Master, and dear guest. I am not quite interested in cooking, but whenever there is nobody in the house, I try sometimes cooking. And my favorite dish and the quick one which I can make is burji pav. So once I tried to make a burji pav, and guess what happened? I was just mix it everything and just put it in the pot, that pan to cook it. And in the meantime, I got a call, and I was busy in that call so much that I forgot that there was something cooking on the gas, and it was already a ash burned into a black ash. It was not even kept even able to eat it. So since I had another call with my guest, that is my customer, so I have to eat that over fried burji pav. So that was my bad experience as a cook. Hope it doesn't happens again to me. And definitely to avoid all these things, I will try to learn some new recipes. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohan. And I think all of us can relate. At some point of time, all of us has done something like that, and after that, we have learned. So very well said. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rohan. Now, let us ask some guest Akanksha. Would you like to go next?
Yeah, all right.
Sure. Okay. Spotlight you. Guest Akanksha, you as restaurant owner, you as the restaurant owner, guest Akanksha.
Okay, restaurant owner is my topic. Oh, okay. So when I'll get a chance to open my own restaurant, I'll be mostly opening as a fast dish. I mean, mostly Chinese items, as I love Chinese food like noodles and all those stuff. So I would prefer to open as a Chinese restaurant, and when I open, I'll do the marketing of that very well so that I can get most of the I mean niche audience who would be interested in eating Chinese food, and so that I can sorry, I don't know. So yeah, that's it.
You can think about any scenario, what your food be like, how to attract the customers, cost or anything, places. You put the food you like.
And yeah, I'll be keeping the prices of the food very minimal so that everyone can come and eat, and it will be very affordable for everyone. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, and it was great to hear from you. Definitely would like to hear more, and if you open a restaurant, then please invite us. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to call our next guest, guest Pratik. Would like to go next?
Sure. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, you are audible. Okay. So, guest Pratik, the topic for you is your thought on food if you go back 2000 years. Your thought on food if you go back 2000 years, guest Pratik.
Okay, so so I'll just go. Hello everyone, this is Pratik. I'm a gamer. I play a lot. So I used to play Age of Empires. Now, whenever we are talking about this topic and we're going back 2000 years, like it comes to my mind, like how people used to eat at that time. So in that game, basically what happens is you need to hunt for food and then eat it. So now everything is available to you. You can buy it, like you have money, you can go to any restaurant and take anything. But back in the day, 2000 years ago, it was not available readily to people. So what they used to do is they will go for a hunt. They will have their groups and they will chase down an animal. And if they eat it, if they could hunt it, then only they will get the food and they'll get it back to their community and eat it. Eventually, like as the time progressed, people have started, the barter system came in, like if you give something else then food will come to you, so the things continued, and today we are able to get all these items readily available. That would be it.
Okay, thank you so much, guest Pratik, and it was very informative to know about our past. Thank you so much for explaining all these points.
Thank you.
Okay, let us have our next volunteer. So, guest Mohan, would you like to go next?
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay, yes. Okay, guest Mohan, the topic for you is your view on mindfulness in cooking. Your view on mindfulness in cooking, guest Mohan.
Sorry, mindfulness in cooking or in Pune?
In cooking, mindfulness in cooking.
Oh my God, difficult topic.
Okay, if you want, then I can change. But if you want, then you can try.
Yeah, maybe change it, please. Yeah,
okay, you. Sure. Okay.
Sorry, my wife has given me any chance to cook. So, so my cooking is very horrible.
Okay, so Gash Mohan, the topic for you is the food that you want to live your life with. A food that you want to live your life with, Gash Mohan.
Thank you. Thanks for the topic changing. Um, if I think about the food, anything light, not spicy or not with masala, very light food I could able to uh, digest and healthy. So that will be I will be carrying for my life. In nothing as a specific which food I want to eat. Maybe some I'm traveling. Maybe some disturbance will be there. Sorry, excuse me for that. Any food it gives like sweets I like more. Any sweet like mangoes and jackfruit. Any fruits I love to eat. In terms of food, light, spicy, and what I can say. Any north, south, east, west, all the dishes, whichever delicious food. I travel a lot, and whenever I travel to Delhi side, I used to consume more paneer. In south, dosa, idli, something, and in Maharashtra west, I love vada pav. So this is I like to eat. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much for telling about your thoughts, and we really appreciate it. In fact, all of us have some food that we really like to eat and live the life along with us. Thank you so much for your topic. Now, I want you to nominate some Toastmasters or some other member in the audience. Anyone else who would like to go next? Okay, we have only 3 people left, so I would like to call Toastmaster Tulsi on the stage.
Yes.
Okay, Toastmaster Tulsi. The topic for you is the food that you think is symbolic. The food that you think is symbolic. Toastmaster Tulsi.
Thank you, Toastmaster, Table Topic Master, for giving me the topic food that is symbolic. I think this is the season of mangoes, and mango is the king of all the fruits. And I doubt there will be anyone who does not like mangoes. Mangoes has its own benefits, whether it's a ripe mango or it's a raw mango. There are lots of recipes we can create from raw mangoes. We can create it lots of chutney. Either it could be sweet, or it could be sour, or it could be salty, spicy even we can cook. And from ripe mango we can have many kind of shakes, juices, or the ripe mango is also a favorite for all the people. Many people who like mangoes, to have mangoes while having our food. It's a kind of a sweet. If someone have a craving of sweet food, so they can use a mango, and and he or she can satisfy their craving feeling by eating mango. So I think mango is a big symbolic food in our lives. Yes, back to you, Table Topic Master.
Okay, thank you so much. And again, I think this is a food that all of us can connect, and this is a season, so everyone is running towards having mango in our trees and home. So yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Tulsi, for explaining about the topic. So I can see Toastmaster Deep has raised his hand. Okay, Toastmaster Deep. The topic for you is most weird food you have tasted. Most weird food you have tasted. Toastmaster Deep.
Most weird food. It's little bit weird for me to just memorize. That's why I have taken some time actually. I was just trying what it is in my life, which I experienced something weird. I could still remember my days in the school when I was in the north zone of India for some vacations period. So there I could see the people were eating the khichdi added with something some the still I can't remember that particular the non-vegetarian item they were having with the khichdi, and I found it a little bit weird. So of course I have not ate it, that's for very sure, but I could see that multiple weird items we could see. It's just matter of roaming here and there all around the world, and you could see anything. Yeah, definitely. I just remembered when it was the COVID pandemic, and when I just came across through some of the videos from out of Indian countries, specifically. Yeah, you are right. I'm talking about China. So many weird food items I could see there in the market. They were having that specifically all those non-veg items, and you can name any insect or anything in your mind, and I could see there in typical videos when I gone through. So there are few things definitely just came pop up out of my mind when it comes to the weird food, my experience so far about the weird food. Thank you for giving me that opportunity. Over to those table topic master.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster, and that was very interesting. Again, the way you have rotated, that was also really nice. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Okay, so let's have one last volunteer, then we can end the table topic. Let us call Toastmaster Chandrashekhar and Toastmaster Manpreet both on the stage. Are you both okay with that?
Toastmaster Abhishek.
Okay, great. Okay, so I will do one thing. I will show the timing signal: green, yellow, red, and time up. Okay. So Toastmaster Chandrasekhar and Manpreet. Toastmaster Chandrasekhar as Zomato representative. Toastmaster Manpreet, who has not received her order. Toastmaster Chandrasekhar as Zomato representative, and Toastmaster Manpreet, who has not received her order. Over to you.
Hello, madam. How can I help you? May I know what is the issue that you are facing currently?
Yeah, hi. I think I ordered from your application and I ordered a McDonald's burger, and it's almost been like 2 hours and my order is not yet delivered. Can you check what the issue is?
Yeah, just let me run through my system and let me check your order. Yeah, just check the system. I see that you have ordered from McDonald's Happy Meal, including aloo tikki, and previously as suggested by distinguished Toastmaster Minal, Happy Meal with soya tikki. And it says that the order has been picked up from the restaurant and it would be delivering to you soon from a driver named Vijay, not Devarkonda. Oh my God. So sorry, so sorry. No, he's one of those drivers who always eats the food and then reaches to the person. So if he comes to you now, please let us know. We will try to refund that amount. Is there any way that we can help you anymore?
No, I do not want my refund. I want my food to be delivered to me. I don't care if the driver eats it or you get me delivered another parcel, but I need my food and I don't want my refund.
What we can do to compensate you is that we will try to make sure that this doesn't happen next time. The driver is actually a very tough person to deal with, and also the last time he ate the food, I tried speaking to him. He said that next time I see you, I will kidnap you and your family also. So that is the reason I'm trying to
That's
negotiate
not
here.
my concern. If he kidnaps you or your family, I need my food. The thing was, I was alone at home and I ordered my food 2 hours ago. I'm in no mood to cook today. And if I order, I need my food to be delivered. I do not want any compensation or money.
I definitely understand that. What I can do is that I will Zepto something to you via the Zepto app, and maybe after listening so many things from Toastmaster shares, we can involve mindfulness in cooking, and maybe you can try cooking something up. That would be a great choice for you. Stay healthy, stay wiser, and subscribe to Zomato Pro.
I liked how you shifted from Zomato to Zepto in a minute.
Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhishek.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek.
Okay, thank you so much. That was a wonderful discussion. And thank you everyone for participating and being a wonderful audience. Thank you so much. Now I'd like to call our timer for the day, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, to come on the stage and present the report.
Yes. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhishek. So all the speakers, except I'm not sure whether me and Toastmaster Manpreet are qualified for the voting. Do you want me to read the exact timing taken by them? So I'll just go through it. Guest Toastmaster Sanchita took 1 minute 46 seconds. Distinguished Toastmaster Minal took 1 minute 27 seconds. Toastmaster Rohan took 1 minute 19 seconds. Guest Akansha took 1 minute 13 seconds. Guest Pratik took 1 minute 12 seconds. Guest Mohan Ram took 1 minute 18 seconds. Toastmaster Tulsi took 1 minute 24 seconds, and Toastmaster Deep took 1 minute and 44 seconds. So all of them are qualified for the voting. Over to you.
Okay, thank you so much. And we can have the voting at the later point, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. So with that being said, thank you so much. I enjoyed being the host as the Table Topic Master, and let us hope that all of us will improve in the Toastmaster community. Thank you so much being in the participating, and over to our Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek, for conducting such a wonderful and entertaining table topic session. I hope the guest enjoyed a lot, guest and Toastmasters. I especially enjoyed the debate at the end, where Manpreet and Chandrashekhar were having like a discussion. Of feedback for Manpreet, I would have told that you could enact like you are literally starving, that you have not got your food and quite angry. That could be an interesting, maybe next time. So, and Chandrashekhar, I know, I guess I heard that in a stand up. I guess Bassi sure. So he had a person who won't deliver the food and just eat it right away. Anyways, good attempt both of you. Good attempt both of you. I loved all the table topics session. Table topics attempts. So yeah, continuing with the theme, like what is like so something I don't like about cooking is not cooking itself. The aftermath of the cooking, like the entire mess that is caused on the kitchen, or the dishes which we have to do. So I think I'll have to search someone who finds mindfulness in doing dishes. So with that, every food we make comes with feedback. Like whenever I make something, I want people to criticize it, because if they just tell good things about the food, it gives a very little room to improvement. But if someone gives like a something critical or something to improve on, and that has been my philosophy throughout my life. Like if you have people pleasers around, that leaves a very little room to grow. But if you have, in Marathi there is a saying that nindakache ghar asave shezari, means the person who criticize you should be your neighbor, because if they criticize you at every point of time, you will get something to learn from them. With respect with this with being this said, we'll move on to the next section of our meeting, that is the evaluation session. Evaluation session is something that is attractive about Toastmasters for me, because in that very wonderful format is followed, that is um, CRC, and also like personal touch given by each of the evaluators. I will invite so we'll start with the speech evaluations first. So today we had one speech delivered by Toastmaster Swati. Do we have Swati in the room? I guess not. So in any case, the meeting is recorded. We can provide to her later. So I will invite evaluator Toastmaster Rohan to carry on with the evaluation for Toastmaster Swati. Over to you, Toastmaster Rohan.
Good afternoon, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. Can't chill. This was a very interesting topic. I was very much eager to know what was there in the speech. Toastmaster to Swati, she engaged with the audiences by asking few questions. She explained how the procrastination was followed by her right from the school days to the Toastmaster, to joining the Toastmasters. She also explained how the effect of procrastination had been, right from punishing her, being punished for being late to the school, to be joining the Toastmaster club. She also gave us the importance of the feedback, how important the feedback is and how we should take it. It's not that we should take a negative part of the feedback, but we should take it as a suggestion to improve. So that was the good part. Now the recommendation. I thought due to network issue, I could not hear her speech clearly. I missed most of the part of her speech, but still she gave an explanation why she was facing this issue. Then I thought what she could have modulated her voice. Like when she got late to the school, she could have played a part of a teacher and a student conversating with each other. Then she could have, when she got punished, she could have said that, yeah, I got punished for being late at school. So that is the one recommendation I would like to give to her. Apart from all this, it was a good speech, well contained. She started well, and also the end part was also good. So with this, I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Rohan, for providing such detailed report for Toastmaster Swati. So then we'll have the timers report for the evaluation round. Over to you, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. So Toastmaster Rohan has taken 2 minutes and
Your voice is feeble.
okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day. I think I am audible now. Toastmaster Rohan has taken 2 minutes and 12 seconds in his evaluation, so he's under the time limit. Over to you.
Okay, I heard that Toastmaster Rohan took 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Is it right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now let's move on to the role players report. So the first role players report will be delivered by grammarian of the day. I will invite Toastmaster Manpreet, who played the grammarian role of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Manpreet.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good afternoon, everybody. I am back with my report, my grammarian report. And to start with, I would like to acknowledge that it was Toastmaster Shreyash who used the word of the day. So can we have a huge round of applause for him? Unfortunately, nobody used the phrase of the day today, but it's an easy phrase. It's two peas in a pod. And I think it's a phrase that you can very much use in your daily conversations, be it in office, be it with your friends. It's a very casual phrase, so you could actually make a use of it very often in your day-to-day conversation. So I would want to encourage everybody to use it after this meeting as well. Now, coming to the good as well as the not so good usages that were used by the speakers today. Starting with the not so good usage, there were very few not so good usage today. So I really appreciate everybody who spoke today for that. There were just two that I made a note of. First one being speak it out. It's not a wrong usage, but a better way to say it is speak out loud. So that's just how it sounds very correct. And next is being this said. Somebody just said being this said. It's an incorrect way of saying it. The correct usage instead would be that being said. Okay. So those were the only two not so good usages in today's meeting. Coming to the good usage of English language, we had somebody saying distinctive, which means different. We also had somebody use a phrase as aha moment, which means a moment of sudden insight. So that's a very good way of expressing that you came to a discovery of something, and that was an aha moment for you. Next, somebody said fraternity, which is a very good way of saying or talking about a community. Somebody used hodgepodge. Being an Indian, we think it's more like a Hindi slang, hodgepodge, but it's actually a British slang. I don't know if everybody else here was aware of it. And it means something which is an untidy mixture of something. So that's a very good way of addressing something which is very untidy. And somebody also used aftermath, which means after effects, instead of saying after effects, which sounds very filmy and something out of a Marvel movie. It's better that we use the word aftermath. So that was a very good usage. That is all from my end. That was all for my report. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manpreet, for a detailed grammarian report. Especially, so then we have the report I look forward to a lot. That is the R counter report. Today, the R counter report will be delivered by Toastmaster Tulsi. I will invite Toastmaster Tulsi to deliver the R counter.
Thank you, TM Modi. Good afternoon, all of you. I am back with our counter report. First, I would like to take the name of all the flawless speakers. So, flawless speaker was Toastmaster Swati, and table topic master was also flawless. Along this, guest Sanchita was flawless. DTM Meenal was flawless. So, I please give them a big round of applause. Now, moving ahead, I have almost flawless speakers also. Sergeant at Arms Rohan, and along this he has played evaluator. So he has taken R 1 time, R 3 times, and so 1 times. Timer Chandrashekhar took R 2 times, and grammarian Manpreet took R 1 times. Moving ahead, where some improvement is required, most of them are guests who are new to our club or who are new to the Toastmasters. Guest Akanksha took R 3 times, unnecessary pauses 1 times. Guest Pratik took R 2 times, like 1, so 2 times. Guest Mohan took R 2 times. Overall, it was a great meeting. Everyone has tried their best to be flawless or almost flawless. So I appreciate all of them who had joined and who has taken the role to speak something, speak about the topic or the table topic. So this was a great meeting, and this is end of my report. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tulsi, for
your voice is very, very low.
Hello. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Tulsi, for the crisp counter report. Now I will invite the hawk of today's meeting, who has been watching us all from the top, from the bird's eye view. That is Toastmaster Deep. I will invite Toastmaster General Evaluator Toastmaster Deep to present the General Evaluation report. Over to you.
Fellow Toastmasters, Toastmaster of the Day, presiding officer, and all my dear guests. As I promised you that I will come back with my general report all about the meeting. And just before going to you for your feedbacks, let me give my what I evaluated throughout the meeting. Starting with the auxiliary role players. So in terms of auxiliary role players, the sergeant and at arm exactly started on the time. So in general, the meeting was on time. That's my evaluation. And of course, the SAA has taken it very promptly. He also narrated everything all about the rules and the expectations from the audience and the role players, or in general for the all the Toastmasters regarding the various rules and policies for the meeting. Somehow I just couldn't very loudly and clearly come up to the mission statement. I don't know whether it may be at my level I missed it, or probably, but for the benefit of the guest, it could have been in loud and clear manner, the mission statement. Apart from that, it was the job well done by Sergeant at Arms for the his role. Then coming to the timer, for timer, I think, yeah, the very active timer, our own president of the club, and excellently, he has done his role. He very aptly flashed it, the all the cards, the color cards, and I also noted few of the timings for these speeches, specifically for the table topics. He very sufficiently, I can say, appropriately noted all the timings. So well job, our timer. You have done. No any recommendation for you. Coming to the R counter, our R counter, again, our VP Education, Toastmaster Tulsi, done it nicely. He noted specifically all the flawless speakers, and I could see there were many of the flawless speakers, and she uh, without forgetting any name, she enumerated it now, all the names, and I think that was the well appreciated. And maybe there's something like a boosting for all those flawless speakers, taking, I mean, they just came to know that they were flawless, and well job. And again, no recommendation because she had done it nicely, noted everything, all the pauses and what she mentioned in her report. Coming to the grammarian, for grammarian, the word of the day, the phrase of the day, surprisingly not been used or by most of the audience, and the usage was lesser. And just one suggestion, as I already connected with her in between, that just maybe probably at the beginning of the meeting, she could have put that word of the day and phrase of the day in the chat box, considering the online meeting, everybody has that visual access, and they could have probably come with the better usage. Yeah, apart from that, she had again nicely or justified her role as a grammarian, and good job again. Now coming to the role players, main role players. So our main role player, the Toastmaster of the day. What the theme? I think the mindfulness in cooking, the very catchy theme, and all of you will second to me that you all also enjoyed that theme. So in between that particular game he played, and everybody was so much engrossed into the game, and everybody really enjoyed that particular game in between. So kudos to Toastmaster of the day for nicely and very engagingly come out with that theme and taking all of the audience much engaged. And that's why I think almost over 17 of the our audiences where I could see since beginning the presence of that much audience on this Sunday morning and right now in the afternoon. That is something, the credit goes to the Toastmaster of the day. Just one thing which I thought there was a scope for some slide presentations all around while going through your probably that game or probably in the beginning. But apart from that, well job done, Toastmaster Shreyash, as far as your role is concerned. Then coming to our next role player, major role player, table topic master. Again, Toastmaster Abhishek taken it nicely. It was again engaging and nicely conducted table topic session by you. And just the way recommendation I have given for the TMOD, for you considering the virtual platform, you are also having the scope to come up with some kind of slide presentation. But apart from that, anything from my end as a recommendation to you. Well job done, Toastmaster Abhishek. Now, coming to our evaluator. So our evaluator, Toastmaster Rohan, again, taken it a CRC approach. He given some recommendations, and he come back with final commendation to the speaker for the day. One thing I just felt that our evaluator could have given some probably challenge to the speaker, or maybe the call for action to the speaker for her successful speeches. Apart from that, no any evaluation from my end when it comes to the evaluator. Yeah, one thing regarding the table topic speakers. So credit goes to table topic master to come up with that particular challenge to the speakers. And I think everybody from the meeting would still remember that conversation between the Zomato representative and the Zomato recipient. So our Zomato recipient, Toastmaster Manpreet, the gesture I could just read out during the conversation. She could have just thinking that while that Zomato representative was talking about or giving his, I can say, the comments, she must be thinking how these Zomato guys can behave like this, how they can eat my food. So that was something like the credit goes to the speakers, and again that session, it was nicely taken. Now, in general, few of the points about the meeting. Being the virtual platform, I already mentioned the expected number of audience. What in the beginning was somehow crossed our limits. So almost over 16 to 17 audience in the beginning of the meeting. The credit goes to our Toastmaster Tulsi, who nicely taken the I think this meeting propaganda, and it was the well appreciated. We were on time. That is the great feedback, and the guest participation across the meeting was again something to be commended. I can say the number of guests was on the higher note. That was good to see. Just what went wrong, not well. What was not well was something like the connectivity issue while our speaker was having her speech. And it is already came up what our evaluator mentioned during his evaluation, that there was no loud and clear speech, at least in the initial phase. And it's understood connectivity issue is always there, and something which is not under control. And that is one of the something like the limitation of the virtual meetings. But let's go with that, and that was just noted from my end. And apart from that, what I just mentioned for that, few of the scopes for the slide presentations were there, which we found missing. And in general, just one word, meeting was flawless. So with that note, I would like to stop here. Over to TMO. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster. That was indeed a detailed report. In fact, I enjoyed. I usually don't say this that often, but I enjoyed the general evaluator. So that was something I was really looking forward for. So yeah, thank you. I think we are done with the team and the meeting. For closing remarks, I can say that do try out cooking sometimes. It's good for not only good for like yourself, as cooking your own food is always kind of regarded as best as long as you are cooking it well. So cooking basically comes with one pain point, that you have to deal with the dishes and all that. So maybe you can just play some music and try to do the dishes. So that is something I also. With this, I'll hand over the control to presiding officer of the day, Toastmaster Tulsi, for moments of glory. Over to you, Toastmaster Tulsi.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Can we have voting for table topic speaker?
Yes, I'm launching the poll.
Yeah.
Requesting everyone to vote. I'm still waiting for 2 more people to vote, and after that I will close the poll. Okay, I think we have got enough voting. We can move ahead. Thank you.
Again, we have main role players and auxiliary role players voting.
Yes, let me launch it. So I have launched the poll for both the main role players and auxiliary role player. In the poll, you can see on the top there is first auxiliary one, and in the bottom there is main role player one. Please vote. The voting poll would be open for few 40-50 seconds. Okay. I'm still waiting for 2 more people to vote. Okay. Yeah, we have enough voting. I will share the result soon. Over to you, Toastmaster Tulsi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrashekhar. We have reached at the end of the meeting, and here I would like to thank Toastmaster Shreyash, who had taken Toastmaster of the Day role at a short notice. Thank you to be the Toastmaster of the Day for today's meeting, Toastmaster Shreyash. Again, I would like to thank Toastmaster Rohan, who has taken dual role, Sergeant at Arms, along with evaluator role. So thank you, Rohan, for being a savior and take the dual role. Also, I'm thanking Toastmaster Abhishek and Toastmaster Chandrashekhar, who has handled everything very well on Zoom Master as a Zoom Master. So and along this, I thank all the guests who has participated in today's meeting and participated in table topic session. And I really enjoyed guest Sanchita, how she has taken the first table topic speaker and spoke very nice. So thank you all the guests, all the participants, and all the role players who was present in the meeting. With this, I have announcement that from July we are beginning a new term, which is going to start from 1st of July. 1st July to 31st July and 31st December. This is a term which is going to be complete offline. So this is an announcement. We are not going to have any kind of hybrid setup or online meeting. So that is a change, and I think this is a great change. We will enjoy very much if we participate in the meeting. I feel that offline meetings are very helpful to be confident, because there you can directly have an eye contact with audience and participants as well. So I think this is a great step which will be beneficial for every members as well as for our club. Now I have to I'm waiting for the certificate. We all have played very well.
I'll share the screen. Before that, can we have guest feedback? Or
Yeah. With this, I would like guest Sanchita to share her feedback.
Thank you, TM Tulsi. I really appreciate the meeting. I enjoyed the meeting. I would just like to add to what the GE said, that this is online. But anyways, this suggestion won't matter because you are going to go for offline meetings. But for online meetings, whenever you have it, it's better that all the role players log in a little early and check their mic and voice setup, so that no one has to go ahead and remind them that the sound is not audible or something like that. So all those things in an online meeting need to be taken care of. But anyways, you're going into offline, and that is the best part. I completely agree with you. The excitement, the enthusiasm, the live reaction that a speaker gets, it's very motivating, very nice. So I would look forward to your offline meetings also. Nevertheless, today's meeting was awesome. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Sanchita, for your valuable feedback. Again, I would like to call guest Pratik to share his feedback.
Hello. So for me as well, like just a minute. Can you see me? So the meeting was very well organized for me. I can like I learned a lot of things. I came to know about how like things are happening, and there are a lot of rules that you people play. You were playing the R counter, and there is a evaluator and general evaluator. So it was good to know. Like this is the first time I joined this meeting, so a lot of things to learn.
Thank you. Thank you, guest Pratik. I would like to call guest Mohan. Is Mohan there?
I think he's not there in the meeting.
Guest Akanksha, please share your feedback.
Yeah, for me as well, today's meeting was really good compared to last time, and I plan to attend future sessions as well, and so yeah, that's it.
Thank you, guest Akanksha. And do join our meeting from July. We are going to have our meeting offline. So you come to our club.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want me to share the screen, Toastmaster Tulsi? Or
Yes, if awards are ready, you can share your screen.
Yes. Can you all see the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Abhishek.
Can someone take a screenshot or something? Yeah, I think Abhishek has taken.
Cannot. Can someone else do that?
Yeah, I have taken it in that case. Yeah, let me go next.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Manpreet, for Best Auxiliary Role Player Award.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tulsi.
Congratulations, guest Sanchita, for winning Table Topic Speaker Award. You spoke very well, which I mentioned there. So,
thank you, everyone. Yeah.
So now we have reached at the end of the meeting, and I thank you all for being here, being present here. And with this, I would like to adjourn this meeting. Before that, can we have a group photograph? I request everyone to turn on your camera.
Taken.
Thank you. Thank you all for present here. And with this, the meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for joining.
Thank you so much, everyone. And this was a very well organized meeting. I really enjoyed, and Toastmaster Tulsi, the amazing job in handling in the critical time as well. So, big round of applause for her.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I did also record it with Udly, but I did not check how it works. I think it takes time